Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. There seems to be a rising tide of resentment between the Office of Budget Responsibility and the Treasury, specifically Rachel Reeves. She gets told continually that her policies are failing and she doesn't like it. And the trouble is, while she thinks her policies are brilliant because she's a moron, the people who actually know this stuff, the OBR, are saying, look, do you want the Janet and John figures? We're showing you what your things are doing. And there's a lot of tension now between the Treasury and the OBR. And Rachel Reeves is now basically being forced into making what she's called unpalatable choices because she does not know what else to do. What's happened is, now we don't obviously know the details of what's in the budget yet because Torsten Bell hasn't told us, but it's widely expected that there's going to be a load of hikes in tax, business as well as personal, property, wealth, you name it, an expansion of what VAT will encroach upon, possibly a rise in the rate of VAT, and so forth. What the OBR have said is that she has basically a 30 to 40 billion pound black hole existing now. They earlier this week downgraded growth forecasts that's actually created an even bigger black hole, somewhere in the region of 70 billion. But what they've also said is, if you attempt to fill that black hole by tax rises, the tax take will fall because businesses will close, there'll be a lot more poverty, nobody's got the money to go out there and sustain an economy. The economy will then shrink, more people will then go on the dole and require benefits. And they say the net calculation could put the black hole from the 30 to 40 billion it's at now to possibly 100 billion. Because she just doesn't know how an economy works. They're saying that if she attempts to fill her... basically, even if you look at the optimistic side and said it's a 30 billion black hole, which must be hers because she more than filled last year. She said, we have a 22 billion pound black hole and I've taxed 40 billion pounds. Well, that's filled that 22 billion and left you 18 billion to play with. Where's that 18 billion gone? But since you've filled that black hole, you don't need to tax that again, do you? Oh, wait, yes, she does. They've now got a 30 billion pound black hole. Okay, fill that. Okay, so they're going to do it by growth. The growth gets downcast. Oh, shit, we need 70 billion. So we're going to tax 70 billion. That'll destroy the economy. The black hole is now 100 billion. Oh, buggeration. She's saying, I wish I knew what being an economist was. I wish I wasn't rubbish at my job. I wish I wasn't making this country an absolute shithole, poverty-stricken third world pile of crap. But unfortunately, she is. And this 100 billion, which she will then attempt to fill by, putting taxes up, we'll just see everyone with more than about 3 farthings in their pocket leave the country because it's gone to the dogs and it will never recover. This isn't a generational thing. If she goes 100 billion black hole and tries to fill that, it's gone. Why not just admit it, Rachel? You're shit at your job and you've destroyed the country because you won't admit that you're shit at your job. Yeah. Makes Liz Truss look like a genius. To be honest, makes my dog look like a genius. But there we go. How bad is it going to get? Horrendous. She can't fix it. You can't dig yourself out of a hole. And with raising taxes to pay the black hole that she's created because of the tax raises, well, it's dumb, isn't it? But here's Rachel Reeves. It is socialism. You don't get much dumber than socialism. Thanks very much. Bye.